Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make this wonderful soft layered paratha. So let's see how to make it. For making this, I've taken 500 grams of refined flour, which is Maida. Just make a hole to it in the center and add one whole egg. So if you don't want to add egg, you can ignore it and you can just add milk. I've taken 4 tablespoons of milk. If you don't want egg, add 8 tablespoons of milk. Add some salt to taste and then add 1 teaspoon of sugar. Sugar gives some good nice brown color. So now after adding this, use a spoon or a fork to just mix it and then slowly bring the flour a little by little to the mixture, because if you dump the flour completely, there is a high chance of lumps to get formed. We don't want that, so slowly add the flour little by little. Now you can use the hands and just slowly mix the flour. Add little by little water. Don't pour the water at one stretch. Now it will not get the perfect consistency, so add little by little water and then mix it. And once it all comes to a kind of dough like structure like this, now we can transfer this to the surface. Make sure you have a clean surface, transfer it and just bind the flour. Add little water to it. As I said, don't add it completely, just add little by little, and then once it starts forming a good dough consistency, start kneading it at least for 10 minutes so that it gets so soft. So now the dough is soft. I've added a little bit oil to it and I'm going to cover it and keep it for at least 2 hours time. Resting is very important. Now it's been 2 hours. Let's make the balls, and then we can spread it and start making it. So let's make the balls. So I've made it. Now I'm sprinkling little oil on top of it and I'm going to rest it for another 15 minutes. Now after 15 minutes, just press it and flatten it a little and keep it aside for more 10 minutes. The resting time is very important in making a soft layered paratha. Now it rested for 10 minutes. I've taken it. So to spread it, there are 2 methods. So right now I'm using a roller and spreading it only halfway through, and we are going to spread it in a traditional way of making paratha. So just don't spread it completely, just spread it halfway, and we are going to do it how the restaurant make it. And we do have another method. I'll show that one as well. So now keep your right hand 4 fingers down, thumb finger up, and the left hand 4 fingers up and the thumb down, and do it how I'm doing it. Just don't worry about the batter is going to get tear or something. We don't have to worry about it. We just have to make sure it is coming as thin as possible. We have to make it as thin as possible. Don't worry if it is tearing a little bit here and there. So once we do it, we fold it like this, and then we are going to rotate it like this, and the edge we are going to tuck it at the bottom. So make sure you are rolling it very firmly. So now let's see the second method. So this method is going to be like we are going to completely use the roller pin to roll it. This is a pretty easy method that we can do it at home. Just spread it evenly and spread it as thin as possible with the roller pin. Now the same way how we were rolling for the first time, the same way roll it and tuck the edge at the bottom and keep it aside. And now we are going to again spread this like a paratha and going to cook it. So just take one piece and then just press it like that, and using the roller pin, uh, spread it. Don't make it like chapati, like how you make it chapati. You don't want to make it that thin. Let it be a little thick, like how you roll it for the puris. I would say a 10 percentage more than thickness more than the puris. That would do, because if it becomes very thick, it will become very crisp, and it will not look like the soft layered one. So now the pan is hot. Make sure while cooking paratha, the pan should be really hot. And then as soon as you keep the paratha, just keep it in somewhere in between medium to high flame. And the secret to get a very soft paratha is you have to keep on turning it. If you are going to cook one side completely and then you are going to cook the other side, it will become hard. So you have to keep on turning the paratha evenly in say about 10 to 20 seconds interval. Add oil and then again turn it. So we just have to keep on turning, and gonna cook this nice and golden brown. So for both the sides, apply some oil. You don't have to pour in a lot of oil. You can just spread the oil around. So now it is getting the brown spots. You have to cook it until the spots become a little more than golden brown. Now this is right now golden brown, so I have to go a little more than golden brown, so that it gets cooked inside as well. So you can see it is puffing up, so it is becoming that soft. And the reason is we are keep on turning the paratha every say 10 to 15 seconds. So now you can see the spots are becoming little more than golden brown. So this is when you identify that the paratha is cooked. So both the sides I can see the color. So now I've taken it. So as soon as you make it, you have to beat the paratha as and when it is hot. If you're going to leave it, the paratha will not make layers as good as like this. Whatever I'm showing, you can see the layers, right? This comes when you beat the paratha as and when it is hot from the pan. So that's it. Here you go. I hope you like this soft layered paratha recipe. Just try it at home. It will be really good. So I've made a chicken salna to go accompany with this paratha. If you want a recipe for that, I've put it in the description, the link in the description.